Now it's time to look at the second T, which is the T for tone. And when we look at tone, it's mostly about the bowing. We've looked at the technical issues, but the most important issue always is the sound issue, how it reaches your ear and what the tone is like. The tone creates a style, it creates emotion and all these other things that are really to do with musicality. So it's a very important thing to get the tone in the bowing right. We've looked at the bowing patterns, we've looked at the techniques, the legato technique and the accents. But now let's try and find a sound in the bow that fits these accents, fits these bowings to create a nice, mellow, but very swingy swing jazz sound. With your violin, I would say hold your violin horizontally. If you hold it down, then when you play, your bow will automatically sag because of gravity. So if you hold it horizontally, then you will have an ideal basis for bowing to play wherever you want without forces trying to make your day very miserable. So horizontal violin, and as for the bow, try to hold it in a relaxed way with a wrist that's more or less not exactly straight but not at a great angle, because if you do this you block all the nerves and you block all the energy and the feeling that you have in your hand and in your fingers. The fingers basically should be not too loose but flexible, and they're like shock breakers, if I could say it that way. And the wrist is flexible as well, and the stuff that makes the bow go and your arm go is happening probably here, and the wrist and the fingers are just helping this movement. They're not too active, and so we don't want the wrist at an angle like this or at an angle like that. Try and keep it more or less straight, and as long as it feels comfortable, it will work for you. That's the basic thing. You need to feel comfortable about it. So there are people who feel comfortable playing this way, especially in folk scene. This is a very accepted way of bowing. If you want to play all these difficult techniques with the accents and with this sound, I would recommend playing with your hand at the frog, the way the bow was originally made in the 1700s, this way, where the frog, basically your thumb touches the frog like this, and you just rest your fingers lightly on top like that. So keep that wrist not too straight and not too much at an angle. Try and stay comfortable all the way through. Like this.